The week was a quiet one for the state legislature, which met for just 3 days before adjourning. I talked to eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley about what did happen at the Capitol. Shawn, even in a slow week, the big issue at the Capitol is the budget.
That's exactly right. As everyone may recall, back in February, the State Equalization Board said that lawmakers would have $611 million less to spend for the upcoming fiscal year than they spent on the current fiscal year. They began negotiations right away. The day after the governor's State of the State speech, the word was that representatives of the governor's office, the House, and the Senate were meeting behind closed doors to begin to look at how to address that problem. It seems thus far the one place that they are close to coming to an agreement is in using 1/4 of the rainy day fund, approximately a little less than $140 million, to help reduce that number and deal with some of those issues. At the same time, the Senate in particular has been meeting with some of the top state agencies, such as the State Department of Education, the Health Care Authority, and the Department of Corrections to find out what budget cuts would mean to those agencies, how they would be hurt, and what those agencies may be able to do to save a little money on their own. What they're hearing is it is going to be hard for those agencies, which are the big ones, the ones that receive the largest appropriations, to take significant budget cuts, because to do so would mean to reduce the programs that they provide.
What else could be in play to fill the budget hole?
There are, of course, the revolving funds. Last year they tapped approximately $300 million in revolving fund money, but they ran into some problems with the Attorney General in doing that. Some of that money is dedicated to specific purposes, and the AG said you can't use that sort of money. That means they have to look around a little more. The governor said there's about $1 billion sitting in revolving funds, but that some of that is dedicated to specific purposes, so they would have to look at that rather carefully. They would also have to look across all of the state and see what sort of pockets of money are available out there. Already this year, for example, there's a bill that has passed the Senate and is sitting in the House that would reappropriate some money to the Attorney General, which he has been using to fight the various water lawsuits that the state is involved in. So there are various pockets of money like that. They just have to look for them. As they say at the Capitol, look under all the couch cushions.
And we'll be doing that again next week.
That's right. They'll continue their negotiations, and people will be back in committees, hearing bills and moving them to the floor.
eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley, thank you.
You're very welcome.